And the Jeep has finally returned back home. Touchdown. Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, the Jeep is finally back from the body shop and we're ready to put it back together. So,
yeah, that's true.
These frame horns are now nice and straight. That spot that they cut out, they've welded a new plate in. So what we're gonna do is we'll take the fenders off, core support. That way we can take the subframe down, swap the new subframe over there. Right, buddy?
That's right. It'll be fun.
That's famous last words.
It's coming. I think it just be like that.
I think it's these adjusters maybe. We need to thread them in some.
Here. Yeah, which I guess is probably how you want it to be. It's definitely those adjusters, but I think
yeah. I got pretty good as far as the center goes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Now we have everything disconnected. We'll throw a couple coats of primer and some tractor paint over there, because it's a tractor now.
That's right. My big green tractor.
That way, when this goes back to the East Coast, it doesn't rust out like that.
The best coast.
Yeah. Something like that. Now that we get a nice coat of paint on all these frame horns, hopefully that'll protect it from the salt and rust that it has to look forward to for the rest of its life. Now, all of this needs to be swapped over to that, which means transfer case needs to come out, that drive shaft. Then we should be able to hoist up on the engine, slide the subframe out, slide the new subframe in, bolt it back up. Now that we have the diff installed, everything's been moved over from the old subframe to the new one. We just need to bolt the engine back up to it.
Easy peasy.
And then slide it in place.
And then drive it out of the carport tonight.
No.
Tomorrow morning. All right, you want to push down on this, Cass?
Now hold on. Before everyone hops into the comments and tells me we're doing it wrong, we know. They make lifting bars and brackets to lift this engine properly, but we just needed to support it long enough and keep it from rotating while we swapped out the subframe. I would not recommend doing it this way, it's just a risk we decided to take to get the job done.
Okay. That's all right.
Hold on.
Hang on, let me lift for a sec and get this. Okay. Okay. You want to tighten those mount bolts down first? Or let it down onto it first?
Probably let it down onto it. You should be able to let go. Yep. And this should line right up.
How close are you on your side? I got 4 inches.
I got a couple inches. It's crazy what happens when the frame rails are straight.
All right, hang on. Hold on.
Hold on 1 second. Okay.
No fucking way.
Hold on 1 second.
Hold.
Train's got to go back over to the middle.
Yeah, we're getting some close on my side. Let me give it a...
Yeah, I've got 4 inches on my side.
In this. So it kind of has to go in, which I mean, we're not that far off.
Yep,
Good?
yep. Okay, hold on. Can you go check the engine? Just make sure it's not.
Yeah, she's, I mean, it's 6.4 pounds of shit in a 3.6 liter bag, but.
Oh, hold on. Just wait there for a second. Oh no, I didn't want you to go down.
You want to go up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she kind of shifted over, didn't she?
Yeah. All right, you can let that down. All right, and with that, the engine and transmission are all bolted up. Everything's torqued. It's all back together. Now we just need to put the suspension back together, replace the backing plates, and start reconnecting everything. Unfortunately, when we were taking the hubs off the knuckles so we could replace the backing plates, one of the bolts broke. So looks like we get to go buy another hub.
Can I have a glove, Cassie?
Just one?
Yeah. We're going in. Hang on. Okay.
Fork. Now that the suspension's on, drive shaft, heat shields are all back together. All of the support brackets are all bolted up. We can start reassembling the front end. We can get the U-bracket back on, bumper support, and then we can start running the harness and hooking all that back up.
That's one way to do it. I'm down.
This is this ground. This is this ground, or a ground, somewhere.
Yep, that's this one. And then
Just trying to figure out where all the wiring goes. Well, now that we have all the electrical reconnected, we have interior lights again.
we do. Everything where seats work.
Dash lights, power seats work. We found 3 more shell casings. I think this vehicle had gone through some nefarious activities.
Oh, get the.
And now this bit of damage makes a lot more sense. I have a feeling that happened from the inside going out.
Which means it had to have gone through the door.
No, I think the window was down.
But if that's at an upward and outward angle, isn't it?
It's in a
Oh,
downward.
it's a downward angle.
I think as he may have been aiming down with a pew, he caught the door. Well, this just keeps getting more interesting. But it really is starting to look a lot more like a vehicle. There's been another development.
For you, if you bless me with the.
I'm thinking those were from after it being stolen. And this was probably from the original owner. I don't think they were interested.
Maybe they wanted to invest.
I don't think they were interested in financial advice. They might have needed.
Just because you're hood doesn't mean you don't have a future that you need to plan for.
They stole it from CD.
I think they needed more advice than financial advice. Like how to not be a criminal. Nice. And then we'll just take a wrench.
Oh, this inner piece. This cooler. 1 clip, 2 clip, 3 clip. There. Pretty good to me, huh?
That ain't going anywhere.
That's right.
This is back. You gotta make it inside that. Oh, that hose stays there.
Power steering fluid? Power steering fluid. So this says full, but I happen to know that the entire rack and all of the lines are empty. Oh. This is... What kind of California is this?
It's better than the other ones.
Is it though?
You can't blame me on the fact that your vent's clogged.
I know,
Listen.
it's... Yeah, it's this...
The vent's clogged.
Why?
I don't know, but you can't blame my gas can.
No, it's this stupid thing that it won't take it unless you push the nozzle all the way in.
It's full, look. Look. You see this?
Yeah, but there's another...
Look, stick your finger in there.
That's what she said.
See that puddle?
Yeah. There. There's another thing in there.
Okay, well, so
This doesn't
this is not.
stick long enough.
Don't run out of gas. This thing has 3/4 of a tank.
Does it?
Yeah.
It said range low when I turned the key on last night. Oh, no. It's gonna be
Half tank.
old stale ass
Half a
gas,
tank
though.
of Chicago fuel.
It's gonna be so
Chicago's
stale.
finest.
It's gonna be.
I've driven it.
Yeah. I was just trying to give it a little fresh top off. What do you think?
I think everything's hooked up.
Want to try and kick it?
I suppose so.
Gonna have an exhaust leak.
Get ready to shut it down. I'd say once it starts, shut it back down immediately.
It's gonna have engine codes for
Everything.
Ugh. You there?
Yeah.
Do it again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, do it again.
I'm gonna turn the wheel back and forth to bleed the rack while it's running.
I think you may have an exhaust leak, but go ahead.
There's an exhaust leak because there's no donuts in the plant.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, you meant
Yes, but no, I think you're right.
again?
Hold on. We got pressures.
No, can't read. Hang on. I don't know how to cycle through this thing. Terrain. Cruise control's not working. Fuel economy. Can't park itself. Radio, hold on. Radio works. Airbags are anti-locks. Suspension's
Headlights aren't there. Do we not have? Oh,
Oh, she ran a 13-second in her day. Oh, aborted. Active diagnostic codes?
cooling fan control circuit open. That's plugged in.
No. Come back. Checking system. Service shifter. No diagnostic codes at this time.
That means most of the engine's hooked up properly.
Yeah. Checking. Washer fluid. Checking. I'd be impressed.
We
Speedometer.
have no oil pressure gauges.
Hang on. Vehicle info.
Oh, trains temp.
86. Oil 89.
Yeah. All right.
Oil pressure. I don't know if I can. Goes into drive. I don't know how to get back to that screen. Oh, there it was.
51.
Yeah. Oil pressure is good. Oil change is good. Voltage is good. Oil temp's coming up already.
Well, 91 is ambient.
That's true. Yeah.
She lives.
As I live and breathe. Like we knew what we were doing.
And I'd say we don't have any leftover bolts, but we didn't even start with all the bolts.
Oh, that's way too full. We should clear it.
So, I'm assuming that's all just oil.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna need to burn off a lot.
Because We burped the power steering fluid
We sure did.
all over the exhaust manifold.
This is at... See, this
In between
mixed...
Minimax.
Yeah, but this mixed with what was already in the rack, which is why it's half red.
I don't know how that got scratched.
Good? Auto doesn't work.
Well, I hope it doesn't break down. Because I don't want to push it back.
She moves.
It's the longest this thing's ever driven.
Yeah.
Well, that was quite the project, but she runs, she's back together. We still got a long way to go. We got to get the dash done, lots of interior parts. Obviously, we're still missing a bumper, so we're not out of the woods yet, but it's a good sign, and the rest of that's going to have to wait for another video. Thanks for watching.